Hey guys, my name is Vanessa and today I'm going to be showing you how to paint simple and easy watercolor flowers. So go ahead and grab your materials. You really don't need a lot, you just need some paints, 1 to 2 jars of clean water, a good brush, and some decent quality watercolor paper. Here I'm using Arches Cold Press 140 pound, but if you want to be cheap, go ahead and go with a 90 pound. Okay, so before I start painting, I just want to state that on my personal watercolor palette, I really like to mix more than one tube of watercolor in each little well, just because I think it gives it more dimension rather than just having 2 solid primary colors. Alright, so go ahead and load up your brush with your color of choice and make sure that you have enough water in it, because as you can see, what we want is a little pool of water when we lift it up. And this will be important in the next step, so try to make sure that you do the same thing. So for me, I usually like to start towards the upper middle of the composition, just because it allows me to better gauge where the rest of my elements are going to go. Also, this is just a warm-up painting for me, so it really doesn't matter where you start. Use this exercise as a chance to really just have fun with it. Don't be afraid of making your flowers all different shapes and sizes, and just go right ahead with experimenting with different brush sizes, or maybe different types of brushes. There's angled, there's flat. This one is my favorite. I just love using the round brush for everything. I think it's essential to have at least one really good round brush in your tool set, and this doesn't mean that you have to go out and splurge on a really high quality brush. Just as long as the bristles come to a fine point at the tip, that's really all you need. For the more detailed work, I'm switching to the Dynasty 510 script brush. And basically what we're doing now is adding the finishing touches to the flowers themselves. One tip to help you get quick, thin strokes like this would be not to hold your brush so tight. You need to loosen the muscles in your wrist so that you have better mobility moving back and forth. So we're almost done here. And now what we're doing is adding the leaves. And to be honest with you, this is probably my least favorite part of the process, just because I really feel the pressure to get the leaves to look fluid and like they belong in the painting. But that's exactly the point of doing this exercise. What we're doing is getting more comfortable with a brush in our hand and how we're manipulating the handling of paint on paper. One thing I do want to make clear is that when you're doing any other decorative elements like this, be sure that your painting or your first layer of the painting is absolutely dry. Otherwise, you're just going to be smearing paint all over the place. Sometimes I like to use a mat board that I know I will be framing the painting in, just to make sure that my composition still stays within the guidelines. Or another tip would be to take your mat board or frame and place it over your canvas before you start any projects, and just mark the 4 outer corners so that you know where you should be staying inside the lines. And that's pretty much all there is to it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is my very first one, so let me know what you think of it down in the comments. And if you decide to do a painting inspired by this video, share it on Instagram and hashtag it with Ultraviolet Canary so that I can see everybody's beautiful paintings. Thanks so much, and I'll see you guys next time.